ring that victory bell right in the other guy's face. There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. It's the USC Trojans and the UCLA Bruins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. He understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play calling, show why they've won these games 3 in a row, and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Bruins ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The victory bell's not some manufactured, concocted trophy, guys. This thing actually used to be on a train.
That is so cool, and the origins of the story of all these rivalries and the trophies, Jesse, it's so cool. It's fun to find out about, and these guys out here are learning on the job about it.
Yeah, it's just really such a point of pride, the victory bell. Not just here in the city of Los Angeles, but to these kids, there's just a different energy in this game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On the run, it's Jordan. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The run inside. It's Jordan. Makes it past the marker. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Trojans in the hurry-up.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. What a grab in the end zone for 6. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll send the back in motion. Running inside, it's Thomas. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired. But you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team. And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
They'll move the tight end. They'll try to power their way ahead. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into fourth down. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. Catches it at the 15. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. A quick pass to the left. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This crosstown rivalry dates back nearly 100 years, guys. The first meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins back in 1929.
Yeah, and every year since, you know, one thing you know, Jesse, is the uniforms are crisp. They are clean. They are so sweet. You know this game means a lot late in the season every year.
This is definitely my favorite uniform game of the year, every year in college football, right? Both USC and UCLA with the home unis here in this great environment. But the game also means so much as well, and that's why there's this heightened sense of electricity and energy every time these two teams play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Bowman. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Under fire. Hit as he throws. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The run inside. It's Jordan. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Trojans will hustle to the line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Trojans! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Throwing, Imaliava. He's got him. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Iamaleava from the gun on third down. It's on target and complete. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. Guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Offense in a bunch formation. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Here comes the heat. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava makes the catch. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
He wants to change this route. Iamaleava rushes on him. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Splits the uprights, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Play action. Going over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Finds his big tight end. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got it in the middle. It's Mosley. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Running inside. It's Jordan. Picks up the first down. All down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Trojans look to keep this drive humming.
And, man, we've all experienced these rivalry games and how much fun they are. And this offense had a lot of fun a year ago, right? Like, they dominated this rivalry. They've been kind of hot coming in. And I really look forward to seeing this running back. Can he be physical? Because you know the anger, the animosity, all the stuff that comes with these rivalry games, you need your running back to set the tone and have a great game.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Bowman. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Fires to the tight end. And he goes down right there. That play's going to lose yardage. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Gets the back moving. Play fake. Iamaleava fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Now the play fake. Fires left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Catch in the middle. It's Ellis. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that.
Wide open on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up. So it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Here's a heat. At the 35, he's loose. Turning it on. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. The run inside. It's Jordan. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It would have been a 55-yard field goal from here, so they'll leave the offense out there and try to convert 4th and short. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Back open in the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing, Imaliava. Makes the grab on the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass. It's Imaliava. Going to take a shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
1 more snap coming before halftime. They'll try to run for it. They'll stop him short of the first down. It brings up 4th, but the defense doesn't have any timeouts and can't stop the clock. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. Let's start with the Western Michigan Broncos taking on the number 23 team, the Rice Owls. And it's Western Michigan in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Pressure coming. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out, they're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Oh, they're after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Trojan offense, ready to go on the attack. Got it in the middle, it's Bowman. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Maiava. Wide open downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, he gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Bringing the heat. They've got him. Great pressure on this defense.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 35, he's open. It's a running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, is it nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, short pass, but he has such speed, elusiveness, vision, the whole nine. He shows you all of it right there. Catches the football, makes some people miss, gets upfield, and gets the long gain. That is so nice for a quarterback to throw it short, but you get all those yards after the catch.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Play fake, Nico Iamaleava. Fires quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Tight end finds a soft spot. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bruins! And the comeback is on.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Iamaleava to the end zone and is picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just gravy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Running inside, it's Jordan. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Looking to the big tight end. Pulls it in. It's Bowman. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the run, it's Jordan. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that leads the nation in 1st downs because there's so many different ways they can attack you. They're versatile. They could throw it. They could run it. They've got so much balance, and that's what makes them so hard to stop.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. To the ground with the back. Trucks through the defender. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short, and teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The option, the keeper. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You know, this zone replay is something they rep over and over and over in practice. This guy can run it and execute it in his sleep. Good decision there keeping the football.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on second down. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field hoping to get things going here. Not the day they makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown Bruins. They move on top here on the fourth. His third touchdown of the game and 20th of the season.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
They'll line up to go for 2. Throwing, Imaliava. Snagged out of the air. He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and the cushion is now 3. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Miller. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Working that left side now. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. Complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, that is a play that we're going to circle. If this team is able to fight their way back and win this game, that one was huge. Fourth down, picking up the first, getting some momentum and keeping this drive alive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Might be calling a hot route. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. The run inside. It's Miller. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8.
strides to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Back to pass, it's Mayava. It's complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Really good job by the defense there. Understanding pass, dropping back, but not losing sight of that running back and letting that quarterback throw it to him where he can pick up some extra yards and get that first down. They did a great job covering the whole field and making sure that running back got nowhere.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback decides, let's think this fourth down play over, and he calls a timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Makes the grab. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down.
And I don't know what happened at halftime, but man, did this defense play night and day different. They got it together, and really, they gave so much momentum to their offense by continuing to get stops, playing totally different with energy, with passion. It's a clinic from first half to second half to what this defense just did.
Yeah, kudos to the coaching staff, too, for the adjustments they were able to make at halftime and showing a couple of different looks here in the second half, but at the end of the day, it's about the Jimmies and the Joes on the field. Those guys were winning their one-on-one matchups defensively, shutting this offense out. You're right, David, night and day, and that's why they're winning this game.